this question is for you because I know you've run this program before. What is the difference, or is there a difference between a relationship coach and a team coach?
Yes. And I know that there is, we've done this, we've gone down these, talked a lot about this internally. Yeah, I think there's this fundamental difference between relationships and teams. For me, teams coaching is, I mostly have done it in the executive space where it, it team coaching is a lot about leadership. It's a lot about what's the culture of the team. What are the what are both the explicit and implicit contracts that we have between other people in the team? The how we like the accountability culture of the team, like that's to me more around team coaching. It's usually there's projects that need to get done or there's a vision that needs to become accomplished. That's in the realm of team coaching. Relationship coaching, it functions slightly differently from that, in the sense that there's usually not like a, hey, we have to get some projects accomplished, or there's some of that for sure, but relationship coaching doesn't even necessarily even need to involve the other person. Like you can work with a relationship coach on you and your relationship with someone else. It's not like you have to go in and do couples therapy or that kind of work. But I think what relationship coaching excels at is, again, exploring the implicit and explicit contracts you have with people in your life and looking at relationships from, I don't know, 12 different tools. And some of these tools are amazing. There is some overlap, sure, between relationship and team coaching. But to me, that's the fundamental difference, is that team coaching has more to do with leadership and project completion, team culture. Individual relationship coaching has more to do with values, boundaries, I don't know, perspective work.
Thanks, John.
I'm curious your thoughts too on that, Raj. How would you answer that question?
I agree with you. I mean, I think there's anything that you learn in even the fundamentals and essentials as a life coach is transferable learning, isn't it? You can transfer that to any kind of niche. That's the way I see it. I mean, ultimately, we're dealing with like the whole person, aren't we? And
Mm-hmm.
when I'm dealing with an organization or we're doing group coaching, for me, first, I think we're dealing with human beings, and what is going on individually, and then what do we look is happening collectively. So I definitely think, even if you had clashed yourself as a relationship coach or you've done loads of studying and training and all of that, there's definitely crossovers and learning from that you could take into the teams, can't you, around communication and building rapport and understanding each other and meeting people kind of where they're at. I was just thinking about what are the components that you might cover if you were doing relationship coaching, say if you were doing couples, but there's lots of crossovers that you could take to the team as well, couldn't you? Because that's sometimes what happens is people misunderstand each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, looking at some of the research and the curriculum development of the relationships course, it's so interesting. It really is, and it makes me really happy too, because I feel like there's elements of awareness that are being developed with understanding, like, specifically what works well and what doesn't work well in relationships, and then specifically what works well and what doesn't work well when you're looking at teams. This is really valuable knowledge that is able to be shared to like everybody. So it's I have a lot of hope. I mean, I really do for the awareness that's being developed, and a lot of this is being picked up by organizations and businesses simply because this is the most efficient and effective way to work. And inclusion provides huge benefits for teams and organizations. There is no, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing when you start to get into this work from different perspectives, the richness of insights that are available.